Murad Chaudhary, Senior Lecturer, Department of Agriculture Studies. Today I will discuss about the chapter which is called Supplementary Feed for Fish, and chapter 1, section 6, page number 25. This page number will be maybe changed in your new book, so consider about this page number. Supplementary feed for fish. First of all, you have to know what is supplementary fish. That means definition. Supplementary fish which is provided for the fish in the pond from the outside of the pond, which is, you can tell, artificially. There is two fish feed which is we apply. One is natural, which fish can found in the pond, but supplementary feed which is you have to apply in the pond from the outside. And the source of supplementary feed is two types, which is one is plant origin and other one is animal origin. Plant origin means it's come from plant, and animal origin means it's come from animal. Which example is plant origin is a different type of leaves, water hyacinth, khude hyacinth. That is called plant origin of supplementary feed. And animal source is fish meal, dry fish meal, blood meal, etc. is called plant origin. So we know about the definition of supplementary feed and the source of supplementary feed. Sometimes the other question is, what is balanced supplementary feed? Balanced supplementary feed is where all type of nutrient present in the supplementary feed is called balanced supplementary feed. Previously I told you the natural feed for fish. What is natural feed? The natural feed which is found in the pond naturally, that is called natural feed. Natural feed basically two types, which is phytoplankton and zooplankton. Phytoplankton is plant origin of natural feed, and zooplankton is animal origin of plankton of natural feed. So there is two animal, there is two origin of natural feed, which is phytoplankton and zooplankton. So now if you go through your textbook, first paragraph you can find the natural feed. What is natural feed? Two types of natural feed. Then example of natural feed. Then definition of supplementary feed. Remember, all the time you have to go through all the line of your textbook, because it will come in the examination as a CQ and MCQ. So you have to underline all the topics of your textbook. Next point is, what is the importance or advantages of supplementary feed? Importance of supplementary feed is the fish growth is rapidly when you apply the supplementary feed. Then disease resistant power increase of the fish, and then fish growth rapidly in short period of time. So in these topics, first page of your textbook, 3 points. One is supplementary feed, definition, importance and source. Definition comes in 1 mark, knowledge based question, importance coming 2 marks, and source as well as in coming 2 marks, and as well as in MCQ topics. Next, move on to the next page in your books, and the next topic, which is nutrient requirement of fish. Here is very important topic in your this page is FCR, which is feed conversion ratio. It is very important. Feed conversion ratio means how many supplementary feed you require for your fish in the pond. If you apply or supply the supplementary feed, that means how many feed that fish consume and how many growth of that fish in your in this FCR value. The questions like what is FCR and what is the formula of FCR and how can the FCR value benefited for your fish feed. So the formula is FCR is supplied feed for fish and divided by body growth, and body growth equal to total weight during harvesting fish and total weight during stocking. That means if I calculate like this, you provide 25 kg supplementary food in your 6 months. 6 months, and body growth is total weight during harvesting fish and total weight during stocking. Total weight during stocking means when you release the fish in the pond, that time the weight is, you think, 2 kg, and total weight during harvesting, that means after 6 months when you collect the fish, that time how many kilo, you say how many kilo, that is 70 kilo, 70 kg. So the FCR value is, if you supplied feed for is 25 divided by 70 minus 2 equal to 25 by 68. If you calculate this one, how much is that? That is the FCR value of your pond. Remember all the time, FCR value is less than 1, and when more than 1, when it is less than, lesser is FCR value is good for your pond. So this is very important. This FCR value is very important for your exam. Next point is preparation method of supplementary food. How can you supply the supplementary food in the pond? If you don't follow the supplementary feed, if you don't follow the proper method or proper timing in the pond, that time it will not good for the fish. So there will be, first of all, you have to apply the feed in 2 times a day, in the morning and the other one is in the evening. Remember that shrimp take feed at night time, so you have to provide the feed for shrimp at the evening. That means that fish can be get the food after noon. And next point is, if you go through page number 28, there is a figure. This figure is come in the exam. This will might be sometime in the examination. Stamps is like these 2 figure, and the question is how many question is what is the method of this 2 figure and describe this method. You have to answer this is the supplementary feed application method, and you have to explain that one. And the second point is, have a look here. For fish fries, you have to provide 10 to 20% body weight of supplementary feed, and for fingerlings you have to provide 5 to 10 body weight of supplementary feed, and for adult you have to provide 3 to 5 body weight of supplementary feed. Again, sometimes you provide some leaves for grass crop, mineral crop fish like banana leaves, cabbage, extra spinach like this. Even you have to put some specific remember that always reduce the supplementary feed at winter time, because winter time fish do not take more feed and the growth stage of winter time is less. That is why in winter time you have to reduce the supplementary feed. And the other point is you have to provide when the natural feed, if you looks the pond is green color, that means there is enough natural feed. That time you have to reduce the supplementary feed. This is the method of application of supplementary feed. The next point is supplement feed of livestock. Supplementary feed of livestock. There is three or two types of supplementary feed others provide the livestock, which is urea molasses straw. The other one is urea molasses block and the algae. How you can prepare urea molasses straw at your home, or farmer can prepare that one, which is in 20 liter water you have to provide 1 kg of urea and mix it up properly, and that 20 liter water put into the straw. First of all, you have to cut the pieces of straw and randomly you spray the water, urea mixed water on the straw, and preserve it in the earthen pot or bamboo chatai basket. And the other one is urea molasses block. If you go to your page 29, you can see this is the procedure of making urea molasses block, urea molasses straw. The other one is urea molasses straw block is here. This is the process of making of urea molasses straw and urea molasses block. Other one is algae. You can found algae in the pond, in the waterlogged condition pond, or in the fallow pond, in the barren pond, where you see the waterlogged condition. That place you can see lots of algae. In algae, there is lots of protein present in the algae. 52 is contain 50 algae contain 50 to 70% protein, then 22% protein, fat, and 8 to 26% carbohydrate. This one is very good for livestock health. Even other two main point, which is milk replacer and calf starter. Milk replacer, you can use this one as a instead of milk, where there is no milk available. That time you use milk replacer. Is a plastic container where you can found 20% protein and 10% fat. The other one is calf starter, which is you can provide this starter to the calf, newborn calf, for livestock. Here you can found 20% protein and less than 10% fiber. It produce for the livestock. So today we discuss about this supplementary this chapter, supplementary feed, definition of supplementary feed, importance and source, and the other one is nutrient requirement of fish, which is FCR, and preparation method of supplementary feed, how can you provide supplementary in the pond. Then supplementary feed of livestock, which is urea molasses straw, urea molasses block, and algae. And the other one is milk replacer and calf starter. And the most important thing is here FCR. So I explain again. FCR is because this one is very important, because sometimes in the CQ question the math comes for the FCR. The example of like this, Mr. Rohim provide 20 kg supplementary food for 6 months, and when he released the fries, that time the weight of the fries is 2 kg. After 6 months, when he collect the fish, that time the weight is 70 kg. So in 3 marks, explain the FCR or determine the FCR value of Mr. Rohim's pond. So you find 25 kg which is substrate feed for fish, and 2 kg body growth, 70 kg minus 2 kg, which is harvesting time weight of the fish, and this one is releasing time weight of the fish. So this is the main value of FCR. So remember always that the higher of one, FCR value 1 is good for the consumption of the feed. If the lesser of the FCR value is very good for the supplementary fish and as well as feed. So this chapter is very important for your CQ and MCQ. Remember that you have to read all the line of this textbook, because too many MCQ in this chapter, like in first page, source, definition, example, advantage, next page FCR value, and the next page preparation method of supplementary feed, and then and here this figure is very important for CQ. Oh, and the explanation here is urea molasses figure is very important for CQ, and explanation here as well urea molasses and explanation. Here is algae, here is milk replacer, and the other one is calf stator. So this is the chapter you have to study properly for your exam as well as final exam. Thank you very much.